for why a seagull found frozen along Erie's Bayfront yesterday was not able to get off the ground.
It was more than just being so cold. Erie News Now reporter Tom Kowalski helped bring the Gull to warmth, and he's joining us live tonight with just what happened, how the seagull, affectionately named Snappy, is also doing tonight. Tom, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Eva. Well, you can imagine that Snappy is quite happy after being rescued yesterday from that brutal cold. It was found frozen to the dock on the Bayfront, trapped by a fishing hook in its foot, which made it unable to move or fly or anything like that. It was caught on a frozen napkin, causing it to not move. Now it's been transferred to the Tamarack Wildlife Center in Sagertown, where workers say it's on the road to recovery. It was certainly a brutal day for one little gull on Dobbins Landing yesterday, as it was found frozen to the ground, unable to move. But after a Facebook Live from Erie News Now led rescuers to it, the bird was able to get the help it needed at the Tamarack Wildlife Center.
We know that it had a fishing lure stuck in its webbed feet, and then that fishing lure was actually snagged onto a piece of paper, possibly a napkin, which was frozen to the ground. And then he was trapped. And at that point, with the severe weather, the ice formed and caused his feathers to freeze to the ground.
Executive Director Carol Holmgren says the gull, nicknamed Snappy, is on antibiotics for the hook wound and is suffering from some feather loss, but is in seemingly good health, in hopes to release him in coming months.
We'll be moving out of the incubator and oxygen support here this afternoon, and then we will be doing some evaluation. Certainly it's going to have several weeks of treatment for its feet for any potential cold injury, and then we will need to see some feather regrowth, so we could be looking at a month or two, depending on how things progress.
But the Wildlife Center here helps more than just gulls like Snappy. They also have owls, falcons, and even hawks in their care. They say while they don't deal with situations like Snappy's often, it's still something for people to be aware of.
It's probably less than 10 a year, but it is not an uncommon occurrence. And just in December, we had a great horned owl that recovered after having been caught in fishing lines. So we do try to do education to the public to think about what we're putting into our environment.
Now, Holmgren hopes that this incident will help people be more aware of the potential environmental impact of things such as pesticides and lead ammunition, and obviously fishing lines and hooks, as in Snappy's case. We'll, of course, have more on this on ErieNewsNow.com. But for now, live in front of the studio, Tom Kowalski, Erie News Now.
All right, Tom.